the lifestyle we just had there was so cool. Hi and welcome to my Q&A videos. You have asked me some questions and now I'm going to answer every single one of them. So the first question was, I'm planning to getting myself a trampoline. I remember you recommending one in one of your videos. Do you still use it for working out, and what is your workout trampoline routine? So at the moment, of course, that I'm traveling to Asia, I have no trampoline with me and I'm really sad, so I'm missing it very much, and I will be very happy to be in Berlin again in my home and have my trampoline after 6.5 months of traveling. And my routine is actually quite simple. I just put on some music and then I jump around freestyle. Of course, I'm creative, I'm a dancer, so I get a lot of ideas what I can do on the trampoline. And maybe if you want a video on what I do on the trampoline and how you can spice up your trampoline routine with some fun and I think also like effective movements that are just good for you, you can maybe write me a comment and then maybe I will make a video on this. But actually just go with the flow, put on loud music and start jumping, and then I also box and I crisscross my legs and do just whatever comes out of my body. So the next question is, I have two questions. Number one, after Thailand, where will you travel next? So this is still a mystery to us. We have no idea. We have been first in Dubai, then in Bali, and then in Malaysia, and now in Vietnam. And from everything we have seen, we love Bali the most, so we could maybe also go back to Bali. And the lifestyle we just had there was so cool and the food was so great, and so maybe this, or we go exploring somewhere else. So everything is still open. We just book like maybe one trip in advance and then we have an idea where we could go. So we're very spontaneous, not the cheapest way to travel when you just book instantly whenever you feel like it. But yeah, I just want to keep all options open and also look where's the climate best. And maybe, for example, we came to Bali because I wanted this to be my first destination. It was in the middle of the rainy season, so we had half of the days were really rainy days and heavy rain that you can't imagine if you have never been to a climate where there is rainy seasons. So this is it. I can't answer it. And then the second, will you be doing a live feed like on Facebook? I don't know. I have not thought about it yet, and maybe now you bring me to this idea and I will do it. I don't know. The third question is by Oye Sapapaya. Do you know some exercises to lose face fat, or have you a routine to keep your face toned? Maybe you can make a video on body acceptance. So yes, I would love to make a video on body acceptance. Maybe I will do one in the next few days. And how do I keep my face toned? Actually, since I can remember, my little sister told me that I have a fat face. So actually I always thought that I have a fat face, so maybe I'm not the right person to ask how to tone her face. But what I know is that when I'm relaxed and I'm toned all over, really in a good shape, my face looks best. And when I'm stressed or when I don't get enough workout and I'm not really feeling really good in my body, then my face looks somehow fat. And I think the best way to have a good looking face is just trying to feel good and to feel everything, to be present and to meet people where you can actually talk to and laugh with, and you're using your face. Because I think otherwise, if you just not using your face, not laughing enough, then you will not work out your face. So this is my take on working out the face. And there are of course a lot of like massages and workout things, and sometimes I have tried them out, but I'm just not consistent with anything, so I would never be able to give you a tip on something that I really believe in. And then there was another question under one of the other videos, under my Bali villa tours, and it was like, what can you actually do in Bali? Like, why are you in Bali? So there's a lot of interesting things to do in Bali. First of all, the nature is amazing. You have beaches, you have rainforests, and you have of course also like the cultivated nature, which I'm not a huge fan of, like the rice fields. I don't know why everybody is so crazy about the rice fields. We also had one villa in the rice fields, and like for me it was not so interesting. I'd rather prefer to live on a gorge or on the beach or like in the jungle. It was more interesting for me. So you see also we have switched like from the one villa in the rice fields to the other villa which was more in the jungle style. And then you can do tons of yoga, tons of massages and healing practices, and everything that is good for you, like everything wellness related is booming in Bali. It has a very hippie vibe, especially the town Ubud where we have lived was totally hippie. And then you can also surf and you can eat amazing food, like all this amazing vegan stuff that you can imagine, everything that is healthy. Like there is no cuisine that is not in Bali, even Italian and French. Like people are really going overboard with their creativity on delivering amazing food to people who love eating great food. For example, traveling the other cities, like we have also been in Kuala Lumpur for 1 week, and then in Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, and now in Da Nang, Vietnam. And it's just a very, very different culture. Here you find most of the time local food, or in more touristy places, like touristy kind of food. There are some good restaurants, but most of the good things are like cafes. Like Vietnamese love coffee shops, and like the coffee culture is really, really special, and of course like the local food culture. But if you're not into meat, and if you're not really into eating like this Vietnamese cuisine every day, like me, I miss my vegan stuff from Bali. And also like from towns like Barcelona, from cities like Barcelona or Berlin, I really miss this interesting vegetarian stuff, like quinoa and brown rice. I just love it, and everything with a lot of vegetables that are just freshly cooked in a good way, no MSG, like organic stuff. This is what I really loved about Bali. Yes, and then you can just also enjoy just living in a very warm climate. It's like when you get out of the plane, the weather is hugging you. You just come there and then you start sweating and you just feel great. Your skin doesn't need any moisturizing because the weather is so humid. You have, I think, 90% of humidity in the air. And here in Vietnam, where we live now, in the central Vietnam, we have 80%, and this is just already a total difference. And now I need lotions again for my skin. So this is the great things about Bali, but there are also some things that you might not know and that nobody will tell you. And if you want to know more about this, like the things that nobody talks about, like the problems Bali has, then you can also tell me in the videos and I will make another video for you. So those are all the questions. There have been no more questions. If you have more questions and you want to make me a video on it, tell me in the comments. If you like this video and want to see more of this, just like it and tell me in the comments, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos made by me for you. See you in the next video.